Welcome, Cancers. All right, so this is a full moon in Libra in Cancers. Let's see what's coming up. All right, this full moon in Libra is showing up a huge judgment call is coming down on a Sagittarian woman and her friends. Whatever has happened and transpired, they're now gaining knowledge of a Leo or a Sagittarian, Aries, Leo or Sagittarian person. They're now gaining knowledge of what this person have done. They're trying to solve this situation. So a huge judgment call is coming down on this person and her friends or family. It can be friends or family that have created some sort of a problematic situation. I see they are going to be ending. Something is ending for a lot of you are standing up to end something that has been going on, because it's as if you have enough. It's as if the situation has been going on and this person has been pulling on your string for a very long time. And you are like, I have enough now. It is time that this thing is ended. Okay? Conflicts. And you're going to be walking away from this conflicts, because this conflicts is going to be coming to an end. People are now gathering and getting a lot of, and looking at a lot of data and information. And it's gaining knowledge and recognizing something about data and information. I see conflicts that is going to be coming up, and it's very emotional what is happening. A Scorpion person is going to be protected, and people in a corporation institution is regretting what has transpired with this person, because they're now gaining knowledge and finding out how this person was basically abused. Okay, so a lot of people, this could be your child, this could be a young person who was abused by the system or abused by a group of people, because they're now going to be recognizing that some sort of information. So a lot of you, there's going to be a whole lot of conflicts. But moon sign people, you're ending the conflicts because you have enough of this, and you're ending the conflicts. And I see emotional situation is going to be coming up for you, young Cancers, because it's as if they're now gathering a whole lot of information and it's recognizing something. A corporation is now recognizing that you, young Cancers, could have pulled a false one over them and was creating a lot of chaotic situation. And this corporation institution is not very happy at what has happened and transpired. So if you notice, they're now going to be recognizing what has transpired with a Scorpion person and a young Scorpion person. And they're now going to, this corporation institution is now really having remorse and is shutting it down and ending the conflicts, and is going to be giving this young Scorpion person a new start, because they're going to be recognizing that you Cancers, along with a Aries, Leo or Sagittarian person, was the one who had access data and information, and they're going to be blocking you Cancers from accessing any more data and information, because they're now going to be recognizing that a lot of you Cancers had collaborated with an Aries, Leo or Sagittarian person, and they're standing their grounds, and a Tower moment is coming for a Leo, and the end is going to be coming up. So let's break this down. So people who were born 6 a.m. to 6 p.m., a judgment call, a huge judgment call. They recognize what has transpired, the 6 of Cups, a huge judgment call. And this huge judgment call has to do with an Aries, Leo or Sagittarian woman. They're checking this person's computer and is gaining a whole lot of knowledge over information and data that this lady have, and the correspondence between you Cancers and this Aries, Leo or Sagittarian person, and how this lady could have so much data and information if there was not a fraud where someone defraud someone and was on someone else's computer, accessing someone else's computer and data, because they're now recognizing that the communication between you Cancer and this Aries, Leo or Sagittarian person, and the data and the communication, they're recognizing that something has gone wrong. So authoritarian is now gaining knowledge of this woman, Aries, Leo or Sagittarian, and now is recognizing what this woman have done. they are shutting it down. Okay. So if you notice, the Seven of Wands is like, they're standing their grounds and it's shutting it down, because this is Aquarian. This is Mercury in Aquarian is now recognizing what a Leo person have done, conflicts, and they're gaining knowledge that a Leo person, I'd work with you, Cancers, in order to gain some sort of information that was for a Scorpion person. So here, Mercury in Aquarian is looking at the Leo person, conflicts for a Leo person, because now they recognize that a Leo person has conveniently used and access data and information, and they're now going to be recognizing that an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarian person was the one who gave a Leo person some sort of a data information, because this woman was on someone else's computer, and here they are blocking and ending a cycle for this Aries, Leo, or Sagittarian person, and no new start is going to be coming up for this person, because this person have done something that was not above water. So whoever this Aries, Leo, or Sagittarian person is going to be blocked, and a cycle is going to be over. There's a lot of conflicts for this person to get a new start, because they now recognize, because this is changes for a Leo, and this is conflicts for some sort of a new start. That this woman is going to be trying to get. So if you at work together with a Aries, Leo, or Sagittarian person, they're now going to be gaining a lot of knowledge that this person was actually accessing someone else's information and data, because there you can see the computer. And Mercury, people in authority, is now gaining a whole lot of knowledge and seeing a whole lot of data and information on this Aries, Leo, or Sagittarian computer that they should not have had in the first place. And they're going to be recognizing the communication between you, Cancer, and this person, and they're shutting it down. Okay. And the conflicts for some sort of a new start that is coming up, I see they're now going to be recognizing what has transpired with a young Scorpion person. A Virgo is now going to be gaining knowledge and recognizing that this person was treatedly unfair, whether this was your child, because, you know, people are now going to be recognizing that this child information was accessed. They're now going to be gaining knowledge and getting to the bottom of the situation and recognize the child information was accessed, and that was the only way, because that is a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpion person, and they're now recognizing what had transpired, because they're now gaining knowledge. And here the energy of the Fool is that this conflict is going to be over, because they now recognize, because this is the situation at our moment. Mars in Leo, because people in authority could be management. So you Cancers could have had, or it's working with a Leo person. They're recognizing that you Cancers together with the Aries, Leo, or Sagittarian gave a Leo person some sort of a new start. They're shutting it down. Okay, they're shutting it down. This person is now conflicted over a new start. They're shutting it down, because they recognize that this person, whoever this Leo person is, and whatever that was going on, the data and information that they have is not theirs. And they, Virgo is now recognizing that it is the information of a Scorpion person, and they're recognizing, and you Cancers have created a whole lot of problems. Some of you Cancers are going to be having a whole lot of problems with your kids. Problematic situation is going to be coming up with your kids and for your kids, because they're now going to be recognizing that you Cancers have access and change data and information. And they're now going to be gaining knowledge that a Aries, Leo, or Sagittarian, and you Cancers, the communication between you and them is going to be showing up, and they're now going to be recognizing. So I end this here for this person. Okay. And this person is fighting to get some sort of a new start, but this person is not going to get a new start. Whether it's your mother, whoever this Aries, Leo, or Sagittarian person is, they recognize that this person have data and information that was not theirs. Or this person had given you Cancer data and information that was not yours, and they're shutting it down. So I see a lot of you Cancers are fighting for a new start, but I see a young Scorpion will get a new start, but you Cancers won't get a new start, because they are gaining knowledge and information about you Cancers. And whether this is your mother or whoever this person is, this Aries, Leo, or Sagittarian, that they had access data and information which was not supposed to be accessed. Star moment for a Leo in your life. A cycle is over. Conflicts for a Leo and some sort of a new start. They're now recognizing a corporation is now so emotional over what has transpired. Then this situation, I see a lot of you Cancers, your children is turning their backs on you and moving forward. Whatever the situation is, a lot of kids are leaving you Cancers behind and just moving on with their lives, and they're now gaining a whole lot of knowledge of what you Cancers have done. Then we're looking at the moon rising people, and the energy of the moon rising people, you have to do with ending a conflict. So if you were born 6 p.m. until 6 a.m., what is happening is that a lot of you, I see a corporation is ending a conflict. A corporation is now very emotional. People in a corporation, people in authority is very emotional over what has happened and transpired. And it's as if they were not aware of the play that was going on and how they were masculated by you Cancers with a situation, because they're recognizing that you Cancers really pull the wool over their eyes so that they would not have look beyond the veil to recognize what is coming, what has transpired. And this is a situation because it's a Libran full moon, a whole lot of legal actions that people took that was not based on honesty is now going to be shown up, and a corporation is now shutting it down. Because a corporation is very emotional that you took a situation so far and was creating and had lied about how you got data and information. And people were now gaining knowledge because there is the situation, the Four of Swords. And the Four of Swords is a situation where data and information comes out, and a Gemini is now going to be recognizing what you Cancers have done. A Gemini is going to be understanding that they were a part of your big plan and your big play. And I see that with the data and information that comes out, a corporation institution is going to be recognizing that you use their corporation in order to accumulate a whole lot of data and information. And I see this corporation is now very emotional that people, co-workers, workers could have shared people data and information, and now they're recognizing it is true. That's the only way this information could have been leaked. So people are now recognizing that you Cancers have been using their corporation to access data and information, and they're now going back and is now recognizing how could you Cancers have so much data and information, and they're going to be recognizing that you have been using people in huge corporation to access and has been paying people underneath the table to get data and information. Now all of you, this are Cancer businessmen and women. So people in authority is very, very upset. A cycle is now going to be over. There is twice the energy of the Six of Swords. That is Mercury. I see a lot of you Cancers and your managers are going to be alerting some of you Cancers that a contract is not going to be extended. That is Mercury in communication, which is about the boss, is about communication with the boss, and is advising you Cancers that something is now over. So truths are now going to be revealed because people in authority is now gaining knowledge, and a Tower moment is going to be coming down for an Aries woman. They recognize that this Aries woman has masculated a situation and used their corporation institution to gain a lot of knowledge and information that this person and data. So this Aries woman was getting their friends and people in a huge corporation to access data and information, and this corporation is so upset about what has transpired because the managers in this corporation is recognizing that people don't feel safe anymore because their data and information is being leaked by the same people who were supposed to protect the data and information. So problems is going to be coming up for a lot of you Cancers and your friends, whatever is happening, and it's now transpiring. They are now going to be gaining knowledge because a situation where we see this energy is going to be coming up, and they're not really getting to the bottom of the situation. And I see judgment call for Aries, Leo, or Sagittarian person, because they now recognize that this person was using their corporation, and they're now recognizing that this Aries and a Scorpion that works in a corporation institution was accessing data and information, and judgment call is going to be coming down on them. They're now investigating an Aries and a Scorpion family, especially a Scorpion family. They're now gaining knowledge between the communication of an Aries woman and a Scorpion woman, and recognizing that these people and their friends have been communicating and creating and switching and sending documents to each other. So here you can see a huge corporation is now very emotional about 88, a huge corporation is now very, very emotional about what has transpired and how data was leaked. And now they're gaining knowledge. Management is gaining knowledge about a Scorpion and its family, and how they got to where they are. And they're now going to be investigate every one of this family member and gain knowledge of how these people have gotten in. And this is like a bit, these are like business. So, you know, it is a situation where you Cancers had collaborated with a Scorpion who has a business and was accessing people data and information, and they're now going to be gaining a whole lot of knowledge because they recognize the communication of you Scorpion and this person, and you Scorpion and a Aries person and a Scorpion person, and they're now gathering a lot of information because this huge international corporation is recognizing this situation that was going on has gone too far, and you Cancers are caught up in this situation because somehow, if it's not your corporation, you're working there, or you are going to be finding out, let's say it's a hospital, that there was some sort of people information was being leaked, people data, people information was being leaked, and they're going to be recognizing that you Cancers are behind it, or you know something about it, or you yourself could be finding out about it. So it depends on who you are and what is transpired. But they're now going to be recognized a whole lot of data that people have. People are going to be saying, oh, well, yeah, the Cancer was the one who accessed it. Oh, well, the Cancer was the one who asked me for it. Oh, well, the Cancer. So, you know, you Cancers, there is going to be a very damaging situation, because some of you could have tried to damage someone else's reputation, or some of you had collaborated with other people to create some sort of a chaotic situation, and it is coming back to bite you in the butt. People are now going to be recognizing that this was have the touch of a Cancer. So it depends on who you are. For a lot of you older people are going to be recognizing that a corporation, you're going to be recognizing that your data and information was leaked by someone in a corporation institution. And you older people, and we talk about people 50 years and older, it's now going to be gaining knowledge that your information, your data, your family information and data could have been leaked by a corporation, and they are now going to be now recognizing that a situation has cost you older Cancer a whole lot of situation, and this company or corporation is going to be recognizing, yes, we see that you are correct. Okay, so you're going to be fighting for either yourself, your kids, your family, because data and information got in the wrong of the wrong people, and they're now going to be understanding and recognizing what was going on. So Cancers, if you want to see the extended of this full moon, because it's the Libran full moon, this is a full moon that is going to expose everything. It's like everything is being exposed. They're ending things. They're blocking people. They recognize that people had gone too far. use the join button, take the level 2 subscription, and you can find us behind there. For the rest of you, thumbs up, please share, likes and share, and I do love you guys. Namaste.